I'm really trying to grasp what they're getting at here. So it's something like a name for existing things. Like, what's that mean?
Okay, so I saw this post and I cracked up and now I can't stop smiling about it. Somebody posted a picture of a peacock and they said instead of a peacock, this thing should have been named a disco chicken. And I am all about this. I saw this old lady fighting with a peacock one day on my drive. Like I was headed to Walmart and it was in her front yard and she's having a fight with it. And I'm like, she's now fighting a disco chicken in my head.
A disco chicken. That's because the peacock and its feathers?
Yes.
That's why disco chicken?
And it looks like it's ready for a disco, like it's about to walk in.
That doesn't make its way to Chick-fil-A. So Ninja's got one. Actually, a couple. One is for snake. What do you call this thing anyway?
So a snake can be a danger noodle.
A danger noodle. Disco chicken, danger
Never
noodle.
anything else.
Okay, I get it.
Danger noodle in my
And then he
yard.
has something for butter. What is it for butter?
Butter can be seen as food soap.
Okay.
Because you lather it up.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true. Jake is our other producer. You have something for ice. What is it?
It's a water with corners.
Corners.
That's great.
That is good.
That is...
Water with corners. Ice.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, so Scott's, was it your dad that had a name for spatula?
Yeah, and I never call it anything other than what he calls it now. He calls it a scoocher. And I said, why do you call it a scoocher? He says, well, you get the pan out, you get the spatula, but you're scooching. You're scooching whatever you're cooking, flipping it. So
Okay, I see
he calls
that.
it scoocher, and I call it scoocher now, and that's just what we call it.
Because you scooch the food.
That is
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that one.
I get it. So, okay, let's recap. Ice is water with corners, is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then butter is what kind of soap?
Food soap.
Food soap.
Yeah, because you lather it up. Savannah just texted, and she said a kangaroo's a kickboxer.
Savannah. These are like turning into dad jokes.
A little bit.
Okay. So, some open mics have come in on the My HISRadio app.
Good morning. I have a couple of names for you. Raccoons are trash pandas, and manta rays are majestic sea flaps. Have a great day.
Sea flaps. That's a new one for me.
That may be my new favorite. A majestic sea flap.
Majestic sea flap.
Okay, Chad. Chad texted 800-447-7234, and he has another version of snake because we've already heard danger noodle. He said it's a nope rope.
Okay, a nope rope. I get it.
Okay, and then Teresa said my husband's friend calls an aquarium an underwater zoo. And that's totally on point.
That's what it is.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Here's another open mic from the My HISRadio app.
This is Abijah, and I call macaroni cheese with a mouth.
Cheese with a mouth.
That makes sense.
That is cute. One more open mic on the My HISRadio app.
An egg is called liquid chicken. A skunk is called a fart squirrel.
A what? Squirrel? Did he say what I thought he said? For a skunk?
Heather texted. And Heather said, for a rooster, we call alarm clock.
Facts?
Yes, facts. And then Olivia said in her text that we have one for coffee, and we call it caffeine juice.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
that's good.
Because I need my sippy cup.
For caffeine juice.
Yep.
For real. Here's another open mic.
My daughter always calls fireflies hot tails.
I love that. Hot tails for fireflies.
cute.
That is so good. Heidi's here at 800-447-7234. Hey, Heidi, what is it?
I have a funny name for Parmesan cheese, spaghetti confetti.
Best, hands down. Absolutely.
Spaghetti
confetti.
It makes
great.
every dinner time a celebration.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
Vacay Your Way is happening at HISRadio. If you haven't heard, you could win a vacation your way. It's up to $3,500 this vacation your way because the details, the destination, all that stuff, it's up to you because you'll have $3,500 to spend and a travel agent that'll take care of it all for you. All the stress is out of it. So if plans fell through, hey, try winning this thing, the vacay your way.
Yeah, I was hanging out with one of the guys on the coffee team at church on Sunday. His name's Ivan, and he was telling me he hadn't been on a vacation in like 5 years.
Ivan.
I know, right?
Ivan, dude.
He's a workaholic, I think. And so we were talking about where he wanted to go. He said, well, the bucket list is Australia. He said, but more realistically, I want to go to Hilton Head. I was like, you got to go to Hilton Head. So I was like, you got to get in on this vacay your way because that could definitely take care of Hilton Head for sure.
So Yates Astro, Termite and Pest Control said, hey, we love his radio. We are going to support his radio with a $3,500 gift. Use it to give somebody a vacation. And so we are. And the drawing is going to be 2 weeks from today, which will be the first day of our friend raiser. It's a fun drive. We're raising operational budget for this listener-supported outreach to help share the hope of Jesus with others. That's what it's all about. And so this is a cool thing that you could win. Now, I know you're giving not to get something, but it'd be cool to win a vacay your way. So to pre-register for this drawing, just give your running start gift toward Friendraiser right now.
Yeah, you can do that just by texting the word vacay. That's V-A-C-A-Y, vacay, to 800-447-7234. We're going to send you a link right back. You can get pre-registered that way, hisradio.com, or even on the My His Radio app.
So don't delay. Vacay. Text it now. Vacay. Text it. Vacay to 800-447-7234. Vacay. Do it now. Who knows? You could win that vacay your way.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
So those, I guess you call them sunglasses.
I guess so.
To see the solar eclipse yesterday, I know you probably ran around, did your best to find some. You scored some. You paid for them. Now what? Because they're only good for 3 years. So it's not going to be good for you for the next solar eclipse.
I didn't know they were only good for 3 years.
I read the fine print on my glasses. They're only good for 3 years.
Oh, because I know a lot of people were trying to use the ones from 2017.
And if they did...
Ooh, ouchie.
Right.
Ouchie.
Absolutely. So it turns out that Latin America is going to have the solar eclipse in August, and there are kids in Latin America that could use these glasses.
Yeah, and so you can put them in the mail and you can get them to those kids. So, you know, they may not have the money to buy them and they'll be using them in schools as well, but they got to be there by August 1st so they can be distributed and ready for the kids when they need them. So there's a way you can do that.
There's an organization in Utah that's literally collecting these and will send them to the right places so that these kids can get these solar eclipse glasses. I love this, repurposing these glasses before they're done with in 3 years because they won't be good anymore after that. So there's a keyword set up for you that all you have to do is text 800-447-7234 and we'll send you the address.
Yeah, and you can just put them straight in the mail. So here it is. Text the word eclipse to 800-447-7234. You'll get that address. You get them in the mail quickly by August 1st.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
I kind of like cheese. It's Rob and Lizz in the morning, his radio. Not just any cheese, but you know that Velveeta cheese that comes really soft? Mm-hmm. You can squeeze it out of like a baggie kind of thing, right?
If it's in the macaroni and cheese, yes.
Oh,
that
man,
one.
yeah. You just get that out of that little bag from the macaroni and cheese and then put it in your hair. Amazing.
Oh, no. There's a new there's a new hair dye.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And it's this Velveeta stuff. And you just lather it into your hair, like in the shower or the sink.
No.
And then it turns out, your hair literally turns out, it looks like cheese.
It does. It eventually does look like the Velveeta cheese, but it's actual hair dye from a company, not Velveeta.
Well,
they teamed up with Velveeta.
So Velveeta's a part of it. And
Velveeta just by name
only. How did
only.
somebody figure out you could use that cheese as hair dye?
They didn't.
So what do you mean? Somebody just did it? They're like, it was a joke, and then it figured out?
It's hair dye, and what they did was match it to the color of the Velveeta cheese.
Okay.
And so your hair can be the color of Velveeta cheese, which is basically the color of the sun. So, yeah. If you want that color, I did that by accident one time. I tried to color my very, very dark hair and tried to make it blonde, and it came out the color of Velveeta cheese, I would say.
Really?
It was horrible.
I'd pay $20 to see that.
You'll have to pay a whole lot more.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
I just wanted to let you know that you guys have impacted my life in such a manner. I'm actually in remission from stage 4 cancer. I've battled it for the past year and a half. I've had 8 major surgeries, 13 and a half rounds of chemo. Although I am a woman of faith, my faith was shattered. I was questioning God and wondering where he was at that moment. Fast forward, he was right there all along. Today, I am in remission from stage 4 cancer. All glory to God. And through it all, I listen to you all on the radio each and every time. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional. And there's so many songs that just reminded me of the beauty and the love that Jesus Christ has for us all, that he never gives up on us. He never leaves us. He's right there holding us in the palm of his beautiful, holy hand. And anyone who's listening, never, ever, ever give up. Never. I love you all. Thank you so much for what you do. Continue to do what you're doing. We all need you.
Wow, thank you. We love you too. What a journey she has been on. I mean, to go through cancer and now on the other side, and how his radio was a part of that journey. That, seriously, is nothing but God. And a big thank you to you for literally making that a reality for her.
Right. When she was in the depths of it, her doubt was kind of creeping in, and God, why have you left me here? The songs that you provided, the message that you provided, God working through the songs and the message here on his radio, you provided that for her and helped lift her up and encourage her. And countless others. We just heard her story, but so many others are right there right now. And your gift of support to the ministry of his radio can be there to encourage somebody else.
Well, and I'm sure you have your own story as well, and how God has used the station for you. And I guess what we're asking is, if his radio has been a blessing to you, would you be a blessing to his radio with your support? Need a big running start before we get to Friendraiser 2 weeks from today. That starts April 23rd, raising the operational budget for listener-supported his radio. And that running start is crucial to really be a good running start. So go ahead and give your gift right now. You can text the word GIVE to 800-447-7234. Go ahead and text the word GIVE, 800-447-7234. You can be a More Than Music mission partner with $30 a month by going to the website at hisradio.com. If you are thinking, hey, maybe I can do a $1,000 gift, do that now, a running start gift. You can do that through the app. That's the My HISRadio app, or at hisradio.com.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
Don't know if you're a fan of Wheel of Fortune, if you've seen it at some point in your life. I do every time I visit the in-laws.
Right.
They are so into Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. They watch it every single night it's on.
Yeah, my in-laws as well.
For real?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. And then you're sitting there and you're the smartest person in the world. It's like, come on, you can do it. I wonder if you're ever on the show. The pressure's on. You spin that wheel and then you're trying to solve that puzzle. It's not going to happen just as quick. Well, you probably heard Pat Sajak. It's time for him. He's like, I'm done. I'm retiring. And it's like June something, right?
June 7th.
So we're just a month or two away from this whole thing of him saying goodbye, and then Ryan Seacrest takes over.
Yeah, so he's been doing this show, Pat Sajak, for
like
41 years. I know that, I think it was in the 90s, maybe the early 2000s, he tried to have his own talk show, and it was very short-lived.
Yeah, and rightly so.
I don't remember ever seeing it, but so he's been with Wheel of Fortune ever since. Is Vanna White sticking around?
Yep.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah, Ryan Seacrest is like, I can't see Wheel of Fortune without Vanna White. She still wants to go. Man, let her be here.
You know, and she has been doing that show ever since Pat Sajak has. So they've been this team. I just don't know how it's going to translate with Ryan Seacrest. And I like Ryan. I think he's a very good host, and, you know, he's funny. He's quick-witted. So Pat Sajak has a little bit of sarcasm. You know, and I don't know if I'll miss that or not, because I don't think Ryan has that.
Well, I'm glad, because there'll be two different types of people.
Yeah. But then again,